Well, good afternoon, everyone. Michael, soothing here. I need a sip of water right off. What I'm going to do today is an unboxing video of the new Tascam microphone. Don't you love it when you get an Amazon box in the mail? It's sort of like Christmas. And why, you might say, are you getting a new Tascam in the mail? What are you recording with at the moment? Well, I'm recording with the old Tascam, but the old Tascam has become slightly unreliable in that for a while it wouldn't turn on at all. The little on-off button is stuck and doesn't work right. And the only way we could get it to work was to put batteries in and just leave it on until it died. And that's kind of a drag, you go through batteries pretty fast that way. So I ordered a new one from Amazon. I hope my revenues, meager as they are, will eventually pay for it. I don't really make money on these videos, but a little bit. Maybe after 2 months it will be paid for. Okay, so we'll get this. First of all, there's a smaller box inside the bigger box. I'll show you. It's the bigger box, which now has a smaller box. Why they do that, I don't know, because there's no additional packing material. But nonetheless, a smaller box with labels all over it. I hope the new one sounds at least as good as the old one. It is slightly different in that it's called version 2. So here, I'll put it by the old one and tap so you can hear it good. Stereophonic. Wait, the stereophonic tapping. This is one side. And that's the other side. Did you hear any shift? I don't know. Anyway, built in, they call this a recorder, but it works great as a microphone. You can also use it as an MP3 recorder for music, concerts. It has a nice full range of sound. Maybe I should see if Tascam will send me a free one for doing a whole, review or something. But anyway, I should have done that first, huh? It's got a self-timer. It has peak reduction to set the optimum recording level. That's not necessarily a feature I want on all the time because it makes it difficult to record nature sounds and such. But anyway, I wonder what's different about level 2. Let's see what's included. Oh, it's got 2 AA alkaline batteries included. I wasn't sure, so I was at the ready with these here. It's got a 2-second pre-recording. It starts recording before you actually start recording with the button. In other words, it's listening in a little bit first, like the CIA or the FBI, to what you're doing before you even know what you're doing. Minimum system requirements. Windows, it doesn't say Windows 10, but I'm sure it works with 10. Not really going to use it that way anyway. I also got with it some accessories. It was bundled with this 6-foot stereo mini plug, stereo mini male to male, which makes it easy to plug from the microphone into the camcorder. I can't show you the jack on the camcorder because I would have to get the camcorder to grow its lens out in a big circle and look at the side of itself. And I don't think it can do that like a shape shifter. But I have this little pack of accessories in here, which includes a clip-on microphone. I wonder why that's in there. I don't know. But that might come in handy in the future to maybe do a mix. I think I can do mixing on this thing. Tascam makes a version that lets you do 4-channel mixing. I hope I'm not going to make a big racket with this accessory box. I don't want to have squeaky boxes like what was on the telescope unboxing video. Okay, here we go. There's a black pouch, something in there, and it's got the accessories. Pull that out. Oops. Clip-on microphone. I don't know why they sent this. Did I just burp on camera? I hope not. You be the judge. Oh, I thought there was something else in there. It was just a little holding deal, right? Here's a no, that's a mono adapter for a larger microphone input on a mixer. I used to use equipment like that, but not anymore. So I don't know if I'll have any use for that. I keep thinking I see something flying around, but it's something wrong with my eye. I had, what do you call that? I had surgery on both eyes about almost 2 years ago for cataracts. And they replace your lens with a new lens in your eye. And it worked fine at first, but now I'm seeing these weird squiggly things in my left eye in particular that float around and fool me into thinking something's there. It's a bit disconcerting. This has a very long cord. An extension. Oh, it's got a little, this is for the little clip-on microphone. And I'm not sure what this does, but I'll play with it later, not right now. Our purpose, right at this moment, is to unbox the Tascam and see if it works and whether it's identical to the other one, other than the fact that the on-off switch will hopefully work properly. I don't know if this part will be soothing or unsoothing, because pulling out the foam sometimes makes a racket. We've got an adapter jack to plug into the USB port on the computer when you want to download your MP3s that you've recorded. Like, I could take this out and set it on the deck and record an hour of rain when wintertime comes, and the wind chimes. And then I could dub that onto video that I'm shooting simultaneously the storm and sync it up till it's real time, and you'd have a nice video of the storm with good sounds. Here's the manual. I assume this will tell me what version 2 does that's different from version 1, but I won't go through the whole thing. Linear PCM recorder. I think I might have lost my old manual, so this will probably be good for both of them. I think I'm gonna take the old one and donate it to my daughter Chelsea because she's starting to record her music again to keep her voice in proper condition. You've seen her on a couple of my ASMR videos in the past, trying to encourage her to open her own channel still. But you know how youngsters are. They don't want to listen. Comes all neatly packaged here, protected. Let's see if it looks identical to the old one. I can tell right away that the little on-off button is working fine, whereas my old one, you can't hear that click. You don't hear that when you push it. It's just stuck in the down position. But it's still possible to turn the thing on and off with great difficulty. So let's put the batteries in. Excuse me, this will be noisy. I think I don't like squeaky noises. Wait, I'm gonna take it out without making a giant racket that would wake you up. There, I removed the batteries from that foam thing so that you wouldn't have to hear that squeaking part that I know you did not want to hear. Nor did I. So here's our batteries. We'll take the back off here and see if this thing works. You know, your negative always goes against the spring, by the way, and your positive goes on the other end. Okay. Put that in place. I will turn it on. You and I will find out if this works for the first time. Looks like it's working, folks. It's gonna have me select things like a language. It's got 3 Asian languages I don't recognize and English. Let's pick English. Okay. Date and time. Oh, it's gonna make me do a bunch of stuff, see? Let's see, how do I do that? What month is it, folks? It's September, isn't it? I think today is the 13th. So I'm gonna set it to the 13th. Yes. Set. Okay, it seems to be happy with that. It's doing a little Tascam thing. Invalid card. Say what? Change card. What does that mean? It probably means I didn't put the card in yet. So I'm gonna have to find it. It wants a little SD card. Do I have one? It supposedly came with one. Let's see if I can find that. All of this stuff. This this is the auxiliary cable. I don't see an SD card in there. This was the accessory kit. I think they sent this either without an SD card or it's not installed properly. But I sure hope that it will work. I'm going to look through everything once more to make sure I didn't miss it. And if I can't find it, we'll turn this off and see if maybe the SD card is in there, but not correctly or something. It's got a little SD card that's already in there. I'll show you. But I'm going to repress it in there. Did you hear it click in place? Let's see if that works. We'll turn it back on again. Oh, I think that was the problem. And I think it's fixed now. I have no idea where to set the volume on this thing. But I'm going to try to experiment and see. Turn on the record function. And then back off. I'm going to set the microphone input level. Oh, here's the input level. I'm scrolling it up and down. See the input level? And I want to get it up to where the bars are hearing my voice quite well. You can see them up there. Input level. Okay, now that's working pretty well. Around minus 20 dB or something like that. So, oh, now it's trying to record again. Yeah. I think I'm going to lower that a little bit, because what happens is if it's too high, then when I go to use it on this camcorder, it overdrives the camcorder. Now what we're going to do for our experiment is I'm going to pause and I'm going to swap this one out for the old one and see if it works okay. I'll be right back if you'll hold on for just one moment. Now I'm looking at the input level on my old one, which is at 32 or so, and so I have to adjust the input. Here's the old one. Watch, I'll show you when I turn it off. It doesn't click the way the new one does, but I can still get it to work by pressing really hard. Now this new one is being overdriven, so I need to adjust it down to 32, which is where I have the old one set, and see if that works. Input level 32. I'm going to adjust it to 30. It seems to be more sensitive than the old one. Now you may hear a large click here. Whoops, I'm touching the microphone too. You're going to hear a loud racket when I snap it into place. Hopefully I'll remember to edit that out. Oh, I can see this one's overdriving. I gotta set the input even lower. It's more sensitive than the old one. So let's set the input level lower. We'll set it down to 25 or even 23. I think that's going to work a little bit better. And then I will find out when I transfer this footage whether this is overdriving still or whether it's going to work okay for future ASMR videos. There's so many technical details to work out when you want to do a nice, quiet ASMR. You need a quiet environment for one thing. It doesn't work well if you have Harleys and trucks going by outside, which here at the waterside house, I don't. It's quiet. Just have the nice wind chimes in the background, you know, making their bamboo-ish wind chimey noise. Like other kind of technical difficulties that can go wrong, my Australian Outback hat, the band was coming loose and I had to fix it. Someone said, I think you were born wearing that hat. You came out with it. And I think that probably was the case. And amazingly, it grew bigger and bigger as I aged, okay? Which is quite the thing. Now I have this one I can give to Chelsea for recording her music. And I can give her my camera, my older camera, too. The Canon camcorder, for which I also have a newer version. But I have a manual now, and I can read it and find out how to use this thing properly. I've probably been doing it all wrong, but you know, there's too much information in these manuals. Look at all this stuff. There's so many options that it's baffling. Page after page. How many pages do we have here? 25, 47, 65. I'm all the way up to 97. Yeah, there's 101 pages of instruction, okay? So that's a little bit more than I'm willing to deal with. So what I'll do is I'll make myself a simplified manual of just the functions I need to use myself, because this is just a little more information. It's TMI, if you know what I mean. So, let me transfer this footage to the computer and I'll find out if this is all working the way I want it to be. Take care, everyone, and don't ASMR and drive. All right, bye-bye.